Today, today we're being joined by Geelong AFLW youngster Zali Friswell. Zali, thanks for coming on.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for having me.
Now, it's a Rising Star nomination this week. How was that feeling when you got told? How did you get told, and what was your reaction to it?
Sorry, you cut in and out there.
So, how was the Rising Star nomination? How did you go getting told the news, and how did you react to it?
Yeah, so I got told on Monday during our education session when we were reviewing our game, and came up on the screen, and all the girls got around me. So I mean, it's a good award to get. I was kind of surprised when I got it. So just a little achievement, but yeah, I'm happy that I got to celebrate it with the girls.
Sure, that's very good achievement. Still to get a nomination is very good. So tell us a bit about yourself. What got you into footy, and then the journey up all the way up until playing at Geelong.
Yeah, so I started footy at Auskick when I was like 5 or 6, and then because my older brother was playing footy, I really loved it. And then I played rep basketball and basketball, but I joined local footy at Aberfeldy Footy Club. Just in Aberfeldy in Melbourne, around what year was it? It was under 12s.
Okay.
I joined there, and then went through the rep pathway in the EDFL, and then went to the Calder Cannons, and then went through the development squads there through the 15s, 16s, and then got into the 18 squad, and then of course got drafted to the Geelong Cats.
So obviously pick 7 in 2021. How was that draft year for you? How was the period around, especially when we got closer to the draft? Were you nervous? How did you feel? Did you have any indication that Geelong were showing interest? How was that process for you in time?
Yeah, it was a bit of a weird year because it was the last year of COVID, so draft was online. So it was a bit weird, and I didn't know what was fully happening. I was so nervous. Never been so nervous in my life. But I knew there was interest from Geelong, but also some other clubs. So I didn't really know where I was going to go. And then, Geelong said my name at pick 7. So pretty happy about that. And I'm lucky that, I've gone to Geelong and, love the club.
Do you feel any added pressure being a top draft pick in terms of a number compared to what some other people get, or do you just take it as any other number?
At the start, I thought, it's a pretty high draft pick. But looking back at it now, it doesn't really matter whatever number you go in the draft. Like, you're still in the AFLW, and some girls get drafted really early and then they're not on lists that much longer. So, I find it just doesn't matter what number you go in the draft. It just matters how you apply your skills and work ethic into the AFLW and trainings and stuff. So, it doesn't really matter what number you go in the end.
In your third season so far, obviously only been 19 right now, but how's that time been for you so far at Geelong, playing the 28 games, I think it was? So that's pretty much every week. So how are you feeling playing every weekend, consistent go on the wing as well?
Yeah, it's weird that I've already played like 28-ish games in second year, third season. So it's gone, like, it's flown by so quick. But I'm pretty happy that where I'm at Geelong, and we've got some good girls in the team, and I'm loving it so far. And it's been good on the wing with Bowie and Croc this year, and Nina coming on here and there. Like, I really love the girls around, and they support me and I support them. So we're just trying to get each other better and better each game, and just support each other and help each other out. Even that's across all the lines in the team. And I'm happy that where we're at Geelong.
Who took you under their wing when you moved to Geelong a couple of years ago? Who's kind of been the one to help you along the way from when you started to even now?
I think in that first season, it probably would have been either Georgie Rankin or when Manny McMahon was playing. They both really helped me because I was just coming out of year 12, just finished. I was finishing exams, hadn't even finished exams yet, and traveling from Melbourne, and they really helped me try and get into the team, and just because I was missing a fair bit of training because of exams. So they helped me try and settle in a bit more. And I think right now it'd probably be probably Georgie Rankin, or even Nina Morrison's really been a big one in the off season that has helped each other with our running capacity, but also off-field stuff. So both of those have really helped me.
So obviously got the Bombers this week in elimination final on Sunday at GMHB. How are you feeling yourself personally and the team heading into that clash? Because the Bombers also had a decent season as well.
Yeah, feeling good. It should be a really good game on Sunday.
Mm,
So yeah, of course, the last time we played them in Mournable, we didn't really play
mm,
how we wanted to play. So we're a
mm,
bit not really happy on the end result on that one. So I think this week it just gives us more fire in the belly to go out and win even harder. And we know we can do so much better. And when we're one team and connect with each other, we play really well. So we know what we're capable of, and yeah, hopefully we just play that on
mm.
Sunday.
Who do you feel to get the win? Who do you feel you have to quality influence of in the Bombers side to get the job done? Also got some important players. You got Matty Pasparkas as well, and then you got Bonnie Toogood up forward. Who's some players along with them that you feel you have to quality influence of to get the win this time round?
Yeah, I think everyone knows that Maddie Prasparkas is a really good player and she influences the ball all around the field. So yeah, she can make a big impact to their game. So we've got to try and shut her down a bit. But
Mm,
also, yeah, there's key targets up forward like Paige Scott that takes a good grab. So
yeah.
yeah, across the whole board, they're all really good players. So we just got to play our role and play how we want to play to be able to win the game.
How would you assess this club's season so far in the home and away season? Obviously, it's been decent, but how would you overall rank it so far in the home and away season for Geelong?
Yeah, I feel like it's been a step up each year since I got there. So
Mm,
yeah, my first season, we didn't really win many games, and then the last season we won a lot more than that the first season. So I
mm,
feel like we're just stepping up our game even further and further. But I think this year we haven't really, until the last half of the season, we haven't really shown of like how we can play. So yeah, when we're on our footy, we're playing really well and connecting well as a team. So yeah, I think there was games that we should have definitely won that we didn't. But
mm,
yeah, coming into finals now, you just got to win one game at a time. So yeah, focusing on this week.
mm. What's a week to week like for an AFLW play for yourself personally? Obviously, some people have different. They sometimes train 3 or 4 times a week. What's it like for you week to week?
Yeah, well, it's a bit different week to week as probably the first half of my season. I'm in exams and uni. So
Yeah.
yeah, it's pretty busy and I work on the side. So I'm
Mm,
kind of juggling different lifestyles outside footy. And then the
yeah.
second half, it's a bit you're coming closer to finals, but uni kind of stops, and I kind of stop work a bit to be able to focus on footy. So yeah, kind of laid back a bit more because your body's a bit tired from the end of the season. But yeah, it's pretty
Mm,
hard like going back week to week and all the training sessions and that we do. So with uni on top, yeah, as I'm studying a double degree at Deakin, it's pretty full on. So I just have to
mm,
juggle my lifestyle and keep up to date with my notes in uni
mm.
to be able to attend footy.
Do you feel any added pressure heading into a final series compared to a home and away game? Like for example, this week, if you felt any less different to what you do in any home and away week?
Uh, at the moment, no. It'll probably hit me tonight when we go to training. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's been a bit weird. Like excited that you're playing a final, but yeah,
Mm,
I think we just got to play like any other game. Like it's not gonna just because it's got a final written on it, it doesn't really mean anything different. So we just got to win to go through to the next round. So
mm,
yeah, I think just focus on what we've been focusing on the past few weeks, and that's what we can do, and just make sure we don't get overwhelmed by the pressure. And
mm.
the first bit of the first quarter is going to be really intense, of course, because it's the first part of the game. But once everyone gets all their nerves out and stuff, yeah, we just got to play
Mm.
how we want to play and play our footy.
Any favourite teammates you got at the club?
Oh, too many. I'm pretty close with all the girls. Yeah, we all connect pretty well together. And yeah, have a good chat. But
Mm,
probably Georgie Rankin, I'm really close with.
yeah.
Connect really well to her. Um, and I would probably have to say Michaela Bowen, other wing.
Mm. On
Yeah,
the wing.
yeah, pretty
Yeah,
close with
that's good.
her too. So we help each other out before trainings and post trainings, and when we want to catch up and
Mm,
stuff. Like we work together to make each other better. And
yeah,
yeah, I'm happy that I get to kind of be beside her on the wing. So yeah.
that's good. Any coach's pet?
Um, who would be a coach's pet? Either, or who would be a coach's pet? Either Nina or no, I wouldn't say Nina. I would probably say
Mm.
Georgie Rankin again. I'd probably say Georgie.
teaching a fair bit so far, Georgie is.
Yeah,
Definitely for sure. Is it the Danielle Ponte kicked a goal from the centre square at the start of the season. Do you recall that moment she did?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. Do you think you would be able to replicate that, or someone in the team that would be able to replicate that, or thinks they can?
I think Chloe Shear could. She's got a massive kick. She could definitely replicate that kick. She kicks it so far, and when she's on the run, you just don't know how far this ball is going to go. And she's got a beautiful kick.
Yeah. Any nicknames you get at the club that you like or don't like?
My nicknames?
Yeah. Any nicknames they give you?
Fair few. So I get, of course, Zals, because Zali.
Yeah.
I get Frizz, Frizzy, Frizzle. And then there's like a new nickname since half of the season called Frizzali. Yeah, that's a
fair few.
How that came up. And so I get Frisbee sometimes. Yeah, there's so many.
A fair few variations as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
What would you say is the best individual game you've ever played in individually?
I would probably either say maybe last week's game or I'm not sure. There was a game last year that I played really well. I forgot who it was against. I played well against Essendon last year. That was winnable. That was probably another good game. So maybe last week would probably be my best game so far.
That's good. What would you say is the best goal you've ever kicked in the AFLW so far, or in general?
Would be my first goal that I kicked on the Gold Coast. My first season, it was like pretty far out, 40 meters out.
Oh, nice.
Nice. So yeah, set shot. So that would probably be my first goal. I don't kick many goals because I'm on the wing, but yeah.
That's fair. Who would you say is the best player in the competition this year and just in general?
I would probably have to say Mon Conti or Gardner. They're both killing it this year. Gardner's killed it, of course, all year. But I find Mon, you think he can tackle her, but she just moves away and so silky. So yeah, probably either one of those.
That's true. And like for this year alone, with the awards coming up too, I mean, there's really probably 10 names you can probably wrap it up. You mentioned the names you mentioned there. You got Maddie and Georgia Sparks as well. Then you got Ebony Marinoff and you got Ash Riddell as well. So there's so many Kate Hawes. So there's so many names you could really list off there for that category. If you could poach any player or players from another club to take to Geelong, who would you take?
Oh, that is so hard. I would probably take. There's too many to choose from.
Very true. Any particular type of players?
Maybe a tall forward. Maybe we got a Chloe Shear.
Kate Hall, Bonnie Toogood, someone like that.
Yeah, I'd probably take. Just trying to think from all the teams, who would I take? Actually, I'd take. Oh no, it's so hard. Probably maybe small forward. We have some small to add to our small forwards. I'd get Chloe Malloy probably. She's so silky and around contests, and she can also rotate in the mid. So yeah, one of those.
Sure, it's good choices. Good choices to pick from for sure. Who loves the limelight, the attention, and the camera at Geelong and just cannot get enough at all? They know to over-celebrate something or carry on about something because they know the camera's on them or near them.
I wouldn't say she knows the camera's on her, but Becky loves the celebration. Loves the celebration. Don't know if she likes the highlight, the spotlight. I wouldn't say so, but she loves the celebration, loves it, and probably Chloe Shear doesn't like the spotlight, but can celebrate after a goal really good. So, probably one of those.
Is there something that someone does at the club that you just cannot stand, whether it's leaving rubbish around, something like that, or anything like that, jumping out of scaring people, anything like that?
I don't know of. No, there's not really
Right.
anyone that.
But
Yeah.
that's a good thing. That's a good
Yeah.
thing.
Exactly.
You wouldn't want that. Have you heard of AFLW Fantasy and do you play it?
I have heard of it. No, I don't play it though.
Right. Who would pick themselves, no matter how good they are, whether they're injured, who would pick themselves?
I actually don't think anyone would. Or no, I don't think anyone in our team would pick themselves.
Well,
I
that's
feel like,
also a good thing.
yeah, I don't think anyone would really like. Yeah, I don't know. A lot of the girls hate the spotlight. So
Now,
yeah.
this may be a similar answer. And does anyone, after a game, whenever you get to go back to your phones and that, does anyone like compare stats with each other or compare moments in games or like mini bets, I suppose, whoever shouts someone a coffee if they don't get a certain amount of goals or something like that? Anything like that?
Nah, we're not really like. I wouldn't say straight after the game everyone goes and looks at stats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So they might mention it in a meeting or something like that these people had really good stats or something like that. But I wouldn't say anyone really compares their stats between each other. I'm more not between those stats, but it'll probably be like comparing our GPS stats. All of the girls love like seeing who can get higher numbers and like our high speed and stuff. So that's probably more of that.
That's fair. Did you play it? Oh, you mentioned basketball, so you played any other sports previously to footy?
Yeah, so I played domestic and rep basketball. So I played rep until under 12 or no, under 14s. And then I played domestic until my draft year because, draft was too hard. So quit after that. And then, I did a lot of cross-country and athletics. So I made nationals for cross-country and athletics through school and stuff across the years because I'm a long-distance runner. So made it for like 1,500 and, long K, like 3Ks, 800, even relay sometimes. So, running. I got into a bit of cricket, but
nice.
Because, my parents always said you could only really do 2 sports because I was so full on, especially footy. Training those times a week and stuff like that. So, and all the different basketball teams, like, it's just got, too full on.
Win any premierships, titles, whatever you want to call them, depending on what sport you were playing. Anything with the racing stuff as well? Like, did you win any medals in those stuff as well?
Yeah, I won a premiership for footy in my first year in under 12s.
Nice.
Haven't won one since, but been in a fair few grannies. And then I won a lot of grannies to basketball. I won one for rep in my last year, and then I won. I can't even count how many for domestic. We just won so many. And then for cross country, so I made state nearly every year. From year 7 to year 12 until like COVID, because of course it stopped after COVID. But I came first in all the races for like goes to the different stages up to state regionals and stuff. There's a lot of different awards that I think the best I got in state for cross country, it was out of 100 people. I think I got 11th.
No, that's very good.
Yeah. So
in other words, you're a pro at cross country in particular.
Yeah, like if I wasn't doing footy, I'd probably do something in running. So yeah.
Now you mentioned cricket there briefly. How long did you roughly play for, and what would you describe yourself as? A batsman, bowler, a fielder, a scorer, a bench warmer?
Yeah, I didn't really play. I played at school and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
Like I didn't really get into it. I wanted to, but it was just too hard with footy. But yeah, I'm more of a batter than anything.
Nice. That's good. That's good. Smack anyone around?
Yeah, sometimes.
But would you more describe yourself as an aggressive batsman or a defensive batsman?
Aggressive. I like to hit sixes and stuff.
That's good. That's the answer I want to hear. Only dealing boundaries is what I say in my cricket matches when I do, and only dealing wickets. So that's a good motto to have and aggressive way to play. Who's the toughest opponent you've had to match up on in AFLW so far?
Ooh, that I've had to match up?
Yeah, in match up on, yeah.
Who's been some really good wingers? Who's been? It'd be probably
An even contributor? Probably there's no clear standard I'm going to take.
No, I was going to say Hoare from Melbourne. I think she was on the wing when we played them. I've come up her a bit in that game. She was really good, of course. But also the Irish from Collingwood, Rao. She's so physical.
Sarah Rowe.
Yeah, Rowe. Sorry.
Yeah.
She's so physical and stuff like that. So they're really aggressive to play against. So probably either one of those two.
Yeah. Mark or Goldie, which one would you prefer?
Probably Goldie.
Good answer. Like with cricket, like a hitting runs and wickets and getting goals is good. I know Mark's are good too, but the goals are the ones where you mentioned those celebrations with Chloe and Co before about celebrations. That'd be a perfect way to do that. And and replay it over and over again too.
Yeah, exactly.
Who's your rising star tip for this year? Obviously, there's probably a fair few contenders. You've got Ali Morford, Zali Goldsworthy, Ella Roberts, Jazz Fleming, and there's others as well. Who would you say would be your tip for the rising star? I personally, I did my own votes the other night and posted about it and everything in my medal vote. I had a three-way tie between those first three. I mentioned Goldsworthy, Morford, and Ella Roberts because it's just so hard to choose. Who would you pick?
Morford's played a really good season. I think it's out of her and Zali Goldsworthy. She's killed it. Had a lot of disposals, but also goals, and she's been killing it inside mid. So I'd probably say either one of those two.
Extended season. You're happy with this season extending from next year to I think it's 12 games on, and then more hopefully years after that.
Yeah, a few games extra. So it's. I mean, we just want as many games as we can play because our preseason is 14 weeks and we're only playing 10 this year, home and away games. So, it's a long time for the short season. So, just extending more of the games is, what we want.
Are you a fan of interstate trips for footy?
At the start, I was like, I'm more of like a homebody for like before games.
Same.
But now, I don't mind them. It's good to just get out and try a new place. And, the games and that are so good. But I just struggle with more of the sleeping aspect of like being away from home. But I think that by the end of the season, I was like, actually, I'm really liking these away trips. And we didn't have to go too far this year. Only Adelaide and Sydney. So I mean, that's pretty good. Didn't have to go to WA or anything, which is a bit far. But
that's good. And if you win this week, I'm not sure what bracket you're in, whether it's the Melbourne North one or the other game. Adelaide Brisbane, so it could potentially be another interstate trip next week if you were to get that far and the brackets align there. Who's some teammates? Sorry, who's some teammates that you've been impressed by this year that have been pretty good? Probably outside the obvious names, but who's someone that's kind of flown under the radar a little bit?
Well, some teammates that have done really well is Georgie Prasparkas, Amy McDonald, Nina Morrison's been really good. She's had a really, really good season. I'm so happy for her. And all of them work so hard with each other and on and off the field, and they deserve everything they get. But probably someone who's under the radar a tiny bit would either, I'd say, Kate Sermon. She's just like so good around the ball. She does so many efforts that no one else sees, and it's kind of like a wing position. She plays a high forward that you're not going to get all of the ball sometimes. So, just the efforts that she does off the ball and contributes to even scoring a goal is insane. And I don't think people realize how good she is. So, she's had a stellar season. But also Claudia Gunjaka down back, she's killed it this season. She's been killing it since she got into the AFLW, but credit to her. She works so hard and on and off the field, and she's having a really good season so far.
Now, I have to ask this question, but I'm sure I know the answer to this. Who's your premiership tip this year? And what team's also probably been the team that's been the toughest matchup for the team so far, you feel, for you girls?
I mean, other than us, I would have to say I'd have to say probably Melbourne. Their running game is really good, and that would have to be our toughest matchup that we had to play against. They've just got a quality good squad, and they use the ball pretty well, and they run fast. They can slow it down. Like, they're probably the top contenders that would have to beat to be able to get into granny or even win a granny. So
yeah, that's a good choice. Yeah, I mean, they've always been so strong. They've had the same coach since this competition started. Their squad rarely changes, and I mean, that probably plays a big factor into why they've been consistently so strong. Now, I'm going to wrap it up, Zali. I appreciate you coming on with a bit of a quiz, whatever. Test your own knowledge of your own teammates. How well do you think you know your own teammates?
I feel like pretty well, but we'll have to wait.
We'll see. There we go. So how it'll work is 3 questions. I'll give you 2 clues for each question. Then I'll let you guess. If you get it wrong, I'll give you 1 more clue and 1 more chance to get it right. Now, no pressure, but the 4 people that I've done this with so far, so I didn't bring this in straight away. I wish I should have. The last 4 people I've had on, they've got 3 for 3. So we'll see how you go. No pressure. I mean, they're not that hard, but I'll see how you go. All right. So the first one, the first 2 clues for this person is they are currently 19 years of age, and they've kicked 3 goals in their AFLW career so far. Who do you reckon that is?
Well, there's only 3 people that are 19. Okay.
That narrows it down then.
Is that me?
Yes, it is. Good work.
Yeah.
Because I intentionally, for every player I've had on since I've started, as I've mentioned, I've given them the question about themselves, and that's the question they've actually struggled with the most, more than the 2 other questions about their teammates. So that's good. You probably got yours the best than everyone else. And everyone else, I think, got to the second stage, so they almost stuffed up their own one. So it's good that you got yours straight away. Well done. All right, number 2. Which clue? All right, so this player is a midfielder, and they've got curly hair.
Well, there's 2 midfielders with curly hair.
Well, there you go. That narrows it down again. Like you're thinking now.
Oh, well, you said I get 2 guesses.
Yes, correct. So who's your first one?
Georgie?
Yes, boom, got it. Georgie Pasparkas, yep.
Yeah. I was going to say.
The other clue,
yeah.
That's good. The other clue, which would have been the dead giveaway, is their sister plays in the AFLW as well. So that's why I left it for last. Right, this one is probably the hardest one. All right, so final one. This player has played over 40 games, and their jumper number is a single-digit number.
Yeah.
Thought I'd make it tougher. So they're over 40 games.
Few numbers that can be.
Sorry, what was that?
I said there's a few that can be. Okay, I'm just going to guess. Is it
go on.
Michaela Bowen?
Yes, you did. Bingo. The other clue, you've got it, nailed it. The other clue, which would have been the giveaway one, was a wingman. So,
I was going to say it can either be Michaela. I don't know how many Amy's played.
Games?
Yeah.
I'm not 100% sure. I'm sure it'll be around that mark as well.
Like that, yeah. So I was
around that mark.
Bowley's, got to be in the 40s. So, yeah.
That's right. Zali, well done again. 3 for 3. You know your own team. So, I really appreciate you coming on too. All the best for this week against the Bombers and future years at Geelong. Appreciate you coming on, Zali.
Nah, thanks for having me.
No worries. Thank you.